Hello, folks, and welcome to this week's episode of Talk of the Universe.
Wait,
I am one of your hosts here, Chibi. Joining me at the table for once is the consigliere of the BOSS,
and
Mr. Brian, wait for it, Schmidt. And
and
on the camera, uh, there's
and
no one on our screen right now.
yeah, Chibi, you missed the title.
What?
I'm the wise man to the 2025 World Heavyweight Champion TVG. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't acknowledge that as a legitimate championship. There is
oh
someone
man,
else that has a title right now. The person is Candyman Dan.
that is the LFF World
Mhm.
title, not the World title. But I
I've never
digress.
seen this other title, but either way,
Either way,
a little later on, we will be joined by the SRG BOSS Steve Rest to go over what happened this
oh,
weekend at Sunshine SmackDown. But before we get into any of that, we are going to go ahead and go into your three P's and your little C, your post, your promo, and your photo of the week, with the comment of the week following up afterwards.
oh, yes,
So,
we
what we
actually.
got first?
Let's go promo of the week. This is
Promo of the
actually
week.
coming from Ref Dave. You'll see him against the Italian Bombata later on tonight here on Talking Universe in a main event no DQ match for the
For the
hardcore title. Yeah,
I really feel like this needed to be censored, but go ahead and play it.
what the hell? Oh, that's yeah. Shut up.
I mean, it looked like it was really zoomed
Oh
in.
my god. Yep, here we go. Swing and a miss. Botch.
You okay there?
Yeah, I was just having the most wonderful dream.
And of course, that was a horse head covered in ketchup.
Yes, that was ketchup.
No horses were harmed in the filming of this promo.
No, they were not. So we know.
Mhm.
All right. Photos of the week. These are photos of the week, not just a photo of the week. It's coming from Sunshine SmackDown.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let's take a look. There's the greatest American alive, the SRG BOSS, and Eto Ortiz, boss with the Booker family.
Mhm.
Oh, group photo.
Yep.
Look at all the TVA back there. A random Ricky Riot.
I mean, you can't even ever call Ricky Riot random.
That's true.
He just
Uh,
shows up everywhere.
this is true. I believe that's Slade. I believe that's your triad champion.
Okay.
People can correct me if I'm wrong. He is my best friend there, Ron. Oh, he's got money. The chiropractor got money. He got some backs broken
He
adjusted.
doesn't break backs, he
Adjusted them.
cracks them.
He adjusted them. Is that Fire Flash?
That is Fire Flash. In the Flash.
That's the Starbreaker and the handsomest person in the LFF, Mr. Ryan Pierce.
Ryan. Yes, sir.
Yep. And there you go.
And
Oh, even better. Look at that. Nice little photos.
alrighty. Very nice. Very
Oh,
nice.
the jobber of the year with the boost. There you go.
2025 Jobber of the Year, Mr. Tim White. Very nice photos.
Yes, very nice.
I feel like we're always cheating when we go with photos instead of photo, but when it's something as special as Sunshine SmackDown, I guess we can make an exception.
Of course we can.
And I keep saying that for every CAC we do because
you
we
do.
always do it. All right. Post of the week.
Post of the week is actually a cool one that was posted by your LFF Tri-State Tag Team General Manager, Swaggy D. This is actually
All
pretty
right.
cool. I like this one. We should play a fun tag game. People who want to play, put I think it's a muscle arm, a real beater arm, in the comments, and other will comment on which member of the community they associate you with and why. So Dari put himself.
So Maddie Barone got marked with Mark Perry.
That's not a shocker there.
Schmidt got marked with both the boss and myself.
Yeah, we need to do the Chibi takeover.
No.
Why not? It's time for the
Because-
fools to be chibified.
No.
No?
Everett Stevens. I feel like it was Simon Davner. Yep.
Yeah, Davner. Allie getting Cecilia. Bombada. Oh, wow. They're saying me and him. Oh, that's my best friend.
Yep.
The Lord of the Dance. Jason Poisson. And look at all these people. I want to see what they put for P. Grump and Bombada. Oh, let's take a look at Misfit. The Dude. Yep, that's Dude. There you go. Those are some nice. It was a good promo. Very good post of the week.
Yes.
And Boss
then-
is calling me live on. Hold on.
Well, he's trying to figure out where is everybody.
Hey. Yeah, yeah, that's where we are right now.
I may have just noticed,
right.
and I messaged him on that as well.
I mean, like, it's okay.
It's kind of funny.
It's
Boss
okay.
doesn't like people calling him during Totu. Will contact us immediately while we're on the show to figure stuff out.
Listen,
But let's go ahead and
it's
get
fine.
into comments of the week.
This comment will be coming from Kirk Polka, from Mr. John Polverino's picture of the signed number 5 New York Land of Super Show in Opportunity. Oh, that's true. We're the best region in the world.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, you're not.
We are
You know, normally
normally.
it's a 2-on-1 assault from Deep South to the Tri-State. But right
Mhm.
now it's 50-50. And now you have a VHS as a head.
Yes, I do.
I mean, I can't have conversations with you when you decide to just make your head into a VHS tape. Like, what am I supposed to argue then?
Nothing. You can't argue. You can't argue with the late 90s and the early 80s. You can't.
I mean, they're obsolete, so yeah, I definitely can't.
No, you can't.
All right, folks, but that was your 3 Ps, your little C. Once again, thank you always for posting those photos, those comments, everything that you do, because it makes our jobs easier and it makes it worthwhile to bring them to you. All right. That leads us straight into week in review.
Whoop, whoop.
And we had a match last Wednesday, did we not?
We did not have a match. It got rescheduled.
That's right. It
Yep.
got rescheduled.
It's rescheduled for
That
next
means
week.
we get to start with Thursday night. Why? Because Thursday night is the best night for Super Show action.
Oh, yeah.
Chibi's Thursday night fight number 184.
Ooh.
184th
Wow.
Thursday night fights that I have posted.
Wow.
This one was very special because we had one John Press 1P grace us with his presence.
Did he not
And we
have
had
anything else
tables
to do?
matches into cage matches.
Ooh.
And our top 4 for this last event. In 4th place, we had Brian Wayford Schmidt as Nyrab.
Yes.
We had Danchi as Chamomile Tea.
Mhm.
In 2nd place, as the Uncaged Beast, we had Ronnie Rams.
Oh, botch of the year.
And in 1st place, as the Grand Pack version of John Press 1P, we had your player of the era, John Press 1P. Congratulations. After Ronnie wins the turn roll, has one card left in hand for the cage match, and passes the turn.
What the hell, Ron? You had the turn roll. You could have just thrown a card and won, Ronnie. Damn it. You had one job. But proving my
And that
point.
job was apparently to let John P win first place.
Yes. That was his
So
job.
Congratulations to everyone that played that night.
I had a great time.
Very good going.
I had a really great time.
All right, that leads us into March 1st. We had UCW Valor Rising.
Oh.
Small turnout with only 2 people in top cut. Ran as a submission match. Your first place was Rambo Apocalypse as the new Rainbow Girl.
Good competitor there.
Beating the prize fighter. Congratulations there. All right. We will talk about Sunshine SmackDown in a minute. Let's go ahead and go straight into Monday Night Fights. Or actually, no. We had a Sunday Night Fights this past week.
Mm-hmm. We did.
What happened on Sunday Night Fights, Smith?
We had. I'm trying. It's been a rough week. I've been trying. Don't remember off the top of my head. Let me pull it up real quick for you people. Let's see. We had 2 matches on the card.
Mm-hmm.
The first match on the card was the Underworld qualifier. Actually, the first match was the Interstellar Hardcore 23/7 All-American Championship as Big Star Sam took on,
Yes.
as they were dubbed in the pre-show, Casey LeRae, aka the Wolf Guardian. And the Wolf Guardian's dice did not work. The winner at Crown Meter 010 and still Interstellar Hardcore 23/7 All-American Champion is Big Star Sam. Second match tonight was a Underworld qualifier between the Lord of the Dance and your newly crowned LFF World Heavyweight Champion, Candyman Dan. And if you are a betting man here, Chippy, who would you pick to win?
I don't know. I don't usually bet on these.
Candyman Dan, that's right. Candyman Dan took it over, Crown Meter 0. We had everything ready for the unstoppable sub finish. But your winner and advancing in there is Candyman Dan. All right. Monday Night Fights.
Monday Night Fights, you had a nice little turnout. You had round robin play.
Yep. Went into a top 4.
Yeah. Led to the top 4. Top 4 going into the top cut. You had Ronnie Roms as the Uncaged Beast. You had Matt Barone as King Carcosa. You had Titan as Lil Guido. And you had Screaming Banshee as Ariel Lipstick. This was a open event.
Yeah, an open event with only 6 people. Come on, guys. I don't really make it an open event on a normal basis. You had your chance to bring the jank, and you didn't. But we appreciate
you heard who I said first.
Yes.
We had Ronnie Roms, Matt Barone, Titan, and Elder Dan. Our finals, in 4th place, we had Ronnie Roms as the Uncaged Beast. In 3rd place, we had Matt Barone as King Carcosa. In 2nd place, we had Titan as Little Guido. And in 1st place, Elder Dan as Ariel Lipstick. They swapped the positions, folks.
Yeah.
That is just how powerful you are when you're bringing heavyweight level talents to Monday nights in these open events.
Yep. So that's how it goes. And one person questioned why I made a Swiss event to a top 4, because it's my event and I can do what I want.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, don't cry about it. If you want to complain about it, you should have played. And we would have had, 2 pots of 4, but, I digress.
All right.
Dojo!
Yes,
I'm
you
actually
like talking about today.
The dojo this week was actually really good. Myself and Jeremy took the reins again, and oh boy, did we get more wins than most people did in the dojo in the last 2 months. Jeremy went undefeated in the dojo. I went 2-2. But cards to go on sale is as follows. The number 3, Bob and Weave from the Grand Packs. Turtle. Ringside Ruckus with the floats. Poison Stars. And there was one other. Oh, yeah. What was the other one? I can't remember.
Face First,
Face
Poison
First.
Stars,
Yep.
Bob and Weeb, Turtle, and Ringside Ruckus with the floats.
Great
All
entrance there.
going on skill.
Great entrance there. It's a really Ruckus is a really good entrance. I used it with Rage during the dojo. I wasn't able to get a win, but it helped out a couple of times.
All right.
Yeah.
That leads us to locals reports, and
Wait,
I will
wait,
bring on what?
He's not. Where is he?
He's not here. He's in the video.
Oh,
Didn't you watch it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in the video. All right, hold on a second.
Hello, FF Universe. This is Practice Site Jeremy Staggerwald with your locals report for the week of March the 5th, 2025. It was a big week. It was a big week nationally. It was also a big week in locals. Let's get it started. Up in New York, Long Island, Rip and Ship Locals, Rip and Ship Gaming. Big tournament, 4 rounds of Swiss, cutting to a top 4. We have 4th place, the Hidden Threat, Matt Haas as Sabu. In 3rd place, the SRG BOSS as Bruiser Beans. 2nd place, the Lord of the Dance, Jeff Delisle as Smiley. And taking it down, it was Press 1P as stated here, Gramp Pack Theo the Neo. I don't know what a Gramp Pack is, but out of it, Theo the Greek Neo came and John P took down the tournament with it. Congratulations to Press 1P on a big win on the 3rd in Rip and Ship in Long Island. Moving on to the Rust Belt, also on the 3rd, Recess Games, North Olmsted, Ohio. Prep tournament for Pixel Palace Pandemonium. That's coming up. We're going to talk about that in looking forward. But for right now, let's talk about the tournament at Recess. We have a top 4. In 4th place, the legendary history-making Matt Pineapple as Kenny Omega. In 3rd place, the lethal endorser Joe Gilchrist as Citizen X. Coming in 2nd, the trash man Neil Nealon as the Flame Fighter. But getting the job done undefeated, we can't tell you who it is because it's redacted. Whoever redacted it is, they were using Jesse, and they finished unbeaten on top of the tournament. The champion of Rust Belt is also redacted. Using Perfection, Sean Spears defending the title against the Trash Man as the Flame Fighter in a no disqualification match. At Crowd Meter 3, your winner and still champion, we can't talk about it. They have a champion that we don't know. But we will know the next number 1 contender to the Rust Belt Championship because the February records have been tabulated, and it is Fun Time Bob, who will challenge at the start of April. Next week, they're going to have another prep event for the Pixel Palace CAC, so they're going to get ready for that big event on the 15th. So that was Rust Belt. We also have 2 big locals matches that took place in Orlando, Florida, as part of the Orlando CAC. Of course, there were some national matches we're going to talk about a little later on. Let's talk about the ones that were for local titles. We're going to start with the ACCW Tornado Championship was on the line. Chris Andrews, your guy, as the Flippin' Machines. He was looking for his first title defense, for the first title he's ever won. He's very excited. And he took on Warren Schwanee using Revolution. And this match took place simultaneous to the LFF Tornado match. And it was in the books for Lauren Schwanee, new Tornado champion as Revolution. Chris Andrews is going to get back on the drawing board and come for even more titles in his future. But Lauren ended up leaving with the ACCW Tornado Championship. Also at the Florida CAC, the last match of the evening, in fact, it was a Claim the Throne match for the FCW Championship. Robert the Brain Dunn has had this title for 5 years, like legit 5 years. He has defended this, nobody can take this title from him. So he opened it up to everybody. Every promotion could send somebody in to challenge for the title. I was there representing Titan Legacy Wrestling. Hold the line here, he was representing ACCW. We had Chugonomics, we had Arcade Addict Aaron, we had Chris Pate, we had the SRG BOSS. taking a shot at it. I'm trying to remember everybody in the match. There were so many people in the match that I don't remember them all. And in the end of it, it was Chris Pate coming in. As there's been a great history of people coming in from Michigan taking Florida titles back home with him, and he grabbed that FCW championship from Bob Dunn and will be going home as the FCW champion. So congratulations to Chris Pate, taking it down in a wild match. I didn't even tell you everybody was in the match because I can't remember. It was bump-in rules and only one breakout assist allowed, and it was a lot of fun, actually. And it didn't go as long as one would think, because at Crowd Meter 0, Chris Pate is the new FCW champion. I think might have been Crowd Meter 1, I don't remember. But a lot of fun was had in Orlando. The FCW championship, who knows what's going to happen with that. We'll keep our eyes peeled on this space for more locals news as the weeks come up. But now let's go back to talk of the universe.
Back. Thank you, Jeremy, for that wonderful locals report.
Right.
Wherever you are in the cosmos. You didn't put him in the moon, did you?
No, I didn't.
But
Actually-
we are now
ahead.
we are now joined by the SRG BOSS, Steve Rest himself. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Listen, I just want the whole world to know that despite the actions, what went on this weekend at the Sunshine Smackdown, I am still the greatest American who ever lived, and I've got a lot to say as we go and cover that. I'm doing very, very well. All right.
Well,
I hope
sir.
the same for everyone here.
Well, we're happy
The
that
floor
you're.
is yours.
Yeah, we're happy you're also out of the moon as well too. You escaped the moon.
He was
As-
never in the moon,
Yes,
Schmidt.
he was. He had
Okay.
pictures. Anyway, go ahead, boss.
All right. Big thank you to La Penguin and Matt Hass helping out in the Grand Machine Studios. Can't go with my normal setup because we have got a ton of stuff coming in house as of late. So be ready for some updates and some announcements going on. Sunshine Smackdown, the SRG BLSS, greatest American ever lived, straight off the plane from Gamma into Florida, the wonderful Orlando, Florida, for an event hosted by my nemesis, Mr. Robert the Brain Dunn, leader of the Black Sheep, over at House Rules Gaming. I believe we had 30 players, roughly, some in the house. This event was very well run. Despite the sabotages and screw jobs that took place, it was a very nice setup. There were 4 possible stipulations, plus the TLC finals, which I'm a big fan of. If you watch Matt Hass versus Black Star, Hidden Threat Black Star live at Rip and Chip Arena, banger of a match. It is one heck of a way to end the show. However, it could be a knockdown, drag out, long fight, and TLC I think could be quick and dirty if played right. So I like the setup that was there going into it. I like the fact that we had 4 stipulations randomly, so you kind of knew what to prepare for. You didn't know when you were getting there, and one of them would randomly not be decided. That was the Steel Cage, the Liger's Den, the Ring of Fire, and lastly, I believe Steel Chain was.
I'm bringing up the top 8 challenge right now. So we have it.
So we had some of the biggest and best players in the house. Myself was there. Robert the Brain Dunn. You know, he's got several finals appearances. Ryan Pierce, who I called the best player in the building. We had the Real Beater captain, first ever LFF gold medalist, Mr. Drew Matson in the house. Ricky Riot down in there. We had former number 1 contender Chris Tapley. We had your guy. We had Too Juicy. We had Hold the Line Harry as Fire Flash. Jeremy Steigerwald, your player of the year. Lauren Schwanet, your AKA Lauren Santiago. We had a lot of huge names in there. Mr. Saturday Night himself in the building. So really jam-packed event as we were cutting to a top 8 voted on by the players. I love this decision, voted on by the players. If you went to 4 rounds, top 16, or what they would do, you were going to have an extra step. So players went with 5 rounds, top 8. And here we had a beautiful top 8, including myself, the SRG BLSS, sitting at, what was I, 4-1, 5-1, something to that effect. All right, let's see our top 8. Zoom that up for me, Schmidt,
all
a
right.
little bit. It's quite tiny.
There you go.
The TVA commissioner playing the Kickstarter exclusive version of D2. He had made the cut along with Trey Cantrell, who had a real sneaky play here with the Grinch Pit. The TVA chiropractor playing the Pretzel Wizard up against the SRG BOSS as Commodore Terraskull. The Brain, Velvet Assassin, Ryan the Piercer as the Wendigo.
Mm.
And then Hold the Line Harry Fireflash versus Chuggy King Cold. Randomly, we were put into a steel cage matchup. Fireflash, who was on an absolute tear the whole event. I believe he had one loss. He goes up against King Cold in a steel cage. This
That's
is
cool.
disastrous.
That's
3-card hand size, randomly discarding. Normally, as Fireflash, you like your odds in the steel cage. Not against Chuggy. Chuggy takes him down, advances up to the next round. Ryan Piercer, the Wendigo. He's up against the Brain, Velvet Assassin. And the Brain would have a not as bad as Ronnie Roms. Ronnie Roms botch here in the steel cage. But he would use Velvet Assassin's gimmick to get rid of a lead that Ryan the Piercer had in play, setting up Ryan to escape the cage with only no playable follow-ups. So
Wow.
rare botch from Robert the Brain Dunn, allowing Ryan Piercer to advance with the Wendigo. Myself, Commodore Terraskull versus the TVA chiropractor. I had a little sauce. I brought a lot of jank to this event. It worked out really, really well for me. In an incredible matchup, the chiropractor jumped really far ahead very, very rapidly with the Pretzel Wizard, hit a Super Dragon leg twist, a whole bunch of twisting and shaking and baking, gets all the way to the point where he could deck out. We get to a pretty interesting point. He has got 13, 19, and 15 in his hand. 19 lives to stop a grapple, 15 lives to stop a submission, and a dead 13. What am I left with? I'm left with finish strike, dead to the 15. Finish grapple, dead to the 19. Dragging gate crash, not going to help me in that position. And Tiger Driver, which if I play, I'm going to lose the game. But guess what my fifth and final card is? The Slithering Squeeze, card that many of you said was unplayable, rated a 1 on the board. Had me as the second seat of this event. Slithering Squeeze and all people all night long. And then who would show up just in the nick of time when you need a hero, when you need somebody you could rely on? James Booker would walk in at the precise moment and provide me with the counseling and the coaching that I so desire and tell me, go for it, boss. Don't drag this out. Throw the Slithering Squeeze right now. Got very lucky, 10-11. Was able to take out the chiropractor in the banger of a match. Then we have Trey Cantrell versus the TVA commissioner. 2 TVA Goliaths battling it out, and TVA commissioner gets ahead of that one, setting up the matchup between myself and Drew in the Ring of Fire randomly drone as Ryan and the Wendigo go up against King Cold. King Cold don't like him some fire. Now, folks, if I get any stipulation in this matchup out of the random ones, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm wishing for that Ring of Fire because Commodore Terraskull is ready. He's got himself a ship to reroll. He's got a ship to shuffle back. He's ready to throw the beatings down. But Drew Madsen, the sneak, the maniac he is, jumps the bell the whole event.
Mm-hmm.
What a bold and amazing call. Hats off to the TVA commissioner. Real beater. Rolls a 6 to open this matchup. And Commodore Terraskull opens with the grapple 5, taking my ship out of the equation. That spells disastrous, right? No. Commodore Terraskull comes in, finish roll 10, right out the gate. 1, 2, TVA commissioner kicks out after a dice switch. Really exciting breakout. I'll come back again, swing at him again. Boom, hit him with a finish. 1, 2, kicks out at 3. Terraskull just one roll away twice from going to the finals before the mallet swinging freak D2 goes elbow shot, fire one across the bow, thud, and that was all she wrote, 10-12.
Ooh.
On the other end, Ryan Pierce versus Chuggy. You know, you got to like King Cold's odd in this match. 5-card hand size. Ryan Piercer, all his stuff is built to go fast and deck out. Ryan was able to take a finisher, hit it, and put down Chuggy, setting up the Wendigo versus the TVA commissioner in tables, ladders, and steel chain. And I was weeping on the sidelines because if you're paying close attention, Commodore Terraskull's got that steel chained anchor away and just one roll from showing off a steel chain finisher in the finals. But in a battle between two of the best to ever do it, Ryan Pierce gets himself his third CAC win, quite possibly the fourth. If you might be a totally different story when you go back 1 year ago between Press 1P and Ryan Pierce. Gets himself a W, huge win for Ryan, representing the most prestigious area in the LFF, the Tri-State Championship. Did a really fantastic job. Prior to this event, Press 1P, your player of the era, called me up trying to talk me out of Terra Skull very, very extensively. Don't play Terra Skull. Don't play this. I said, you know who I think is a great pick? I believe Wendigo will be an awesome pick for this. And he said, why is that? I don't think he's that good. I said, well, most people are going to be running the cage stop, so you can get double value out of all your cage stops. So it would be a really good choice. Trey Cantrell had the same pulse in the community. He lent Ryan Pierce the deck. Ryan Pierce gets himself, I believe this is his second CAC win with a borrowed deck. And he has just been flexing on the LFF, saying, I'm going to go in for now on unprepared. You're going to hand me a deck, and I'm going to get it done. I know he had a finalist with Niccolo Meyer. I don't know if that was his version.
I believe that was a finalist, but I could.
But he's been absolutely on fire. We had some other insane matchups on this card. Robert the Brain Dunn defending his Tornado title in a freaking banger of a match where it looked like Philadelphia was going to take out Robert the Brain Dunn, his most prized possession. I don't think there's anything that Robert the Brain Dunn loves more in the LFF than the Tornado Championship. But the steel chain spin would come out, and the chain would be whipping on the mayor of the chain gang, getting him a huge comeback victory at Crowd Meter 3. Would be the story of many, many things this weekend. Then we had the Trios Championship, Mr. Saturday Night, Ron Rumble.
Mr. Sunday night. Sunday night, Steve.
Sunday? It's
Yeah,
Sunday?
Too bad. Now he's been turned to Saturday.
Yep, now it's Saturday. Sorry, Ron.
Ron, I'm sorry, man. I could have sworn I saw a graphic that said Saturday night on it.
So he does an event called Saturday Night Rumble.
So maybe that's what I saw. The
Probably.
Saturday Night Rumble. I apologize. No disrespect to Mr. Ron Rumble, Mr. Sunday Night and Saturday in my book. We ain't gonna be limited to one. It's Mr. Weekend. But it was not his weekend here, as he went up against Aaron 64, My Girls. He's been riding the My Girls so the wheels fall off. And in a good match, good back and forth match, but Aaron 64 got himself a Trios Championship. He's been chasing that one for quite some time, so congratulations for him on that. Which would bring us to, I'm sure there was some other stuff in the interim that I'm missing. A huge 10-12 person claim the throne for the FCW World Championship. And my God, this was a ton of fun to play. But Chris Pate, Crowd Meter 0, gets it done with the phenomenal one. I mean, I sat there for this matchup. He stunned the whole, I think we had 12 people in there able to help with a breakout. Crowd Meter 0, 10. And the claim the throne was ended quickly and swiftly. Your new Florida Championship Wrestling, I think it's the FCW title.
FCW Hardcore.
Yeah, goes to Mr. Ricky Riot. So he got himself a belt despite, being deserved another title. But your real main event, United States Championship, the greatest American who ever lived, versus this cult leader of the Black Sheep, Robert the Brain Dunn. He's there, winner of the Capitalist Cup, and he is beating me down. He is absolutely making it look silly and easy. I rallied back the troops. I tried to pull a little trick out of my book that worked for Commodore Terrasco with the face first. And what I can only describe to you as Robert the Brain Dunn having some sort of foreign intel leaking into me. I know somebody must have got a hold of James Booker's laptop and looked in and got some research, because there was some tampering in this matchup, because there was no possible way Robert the Brain Dunn knew to bring an umbrella hold to this match. After he unceremoniously jumped the bell and assaulted me before the match, he brought himself an umbrella hold on some insider information. And this crowned us a brand new United States champion, robbing the LFF of one of the greatest movements that we've had led by the SRGBLSS as your United States champion. I was able to transform the dojo. I was able to get you guys new prize support that was coming out. I was able to get Phil Birch to leave social media until his mustache was properly groomed. There were so many amazing things I'd done, but due to some foreign intelligence and collusion, Robert the Brain Dunn, a man that has really stripped the power from the people and turned the LFF into an oligarchy. This is a man who bought his way into the LFF, bought his way into the title shot. He's taken over. He's putting all his friends in charge. They're unelected officials, and they're going to try to transform the LFF here.
Boy.
But in a great match, Robert the Brain Dunn beat me, and I'm going to just continue to look in there if there was any evidence of tampering and hacking into our laptops and figuring out what was going on. This way, he was so prepared for this matchup. You know, I'm gonna fight with every fiber to see the cult of the black sheep and the mission that they pay their fair share of taxes. They're using this religious status as tax exempt status. It's been a wild ride. And I'll make you a promise, Mr. Robert Brain Dunn. You took my pride and joy away from me, so I'm on a mission here in the LFF to take your most coveted prize from you. When the Crime Wave wins Faction Wars, I hope you hold on to that LFF Tornado title, because I am coming to take the Tornado title from you. I'm going to jump the bell on you. I'm going to do whatever I take to beat you down and take that belt that you're so proud of. First ever 3-time champion. And you're going to be the first ever 4-time loser after I get my way into a Faction Wars title shot, because I know I'm not going to be handled a rematch here after Press 1P cost me my title opportunity. But nonetheless, House Rule Game through an awesome event. Robert the Brain Dunn, when he wasn't being corrupt, did a fantastic job. Super smooth event, super fun. It was really great to see all my Deep South friends and other guys travel out there. Some faces like the Flame Fighter, didn't expect him to see him down there. When I heard he was coming, that was really exciting. Jason Poisson also made himself down there for the East Coast. Top to bottom, incredible weekend. Perkins dinner with Robert the Brain Dunn and company is awesome. Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. If you ever go down to House Rules Gaming, this little store next door, it's a little Colombian restaurant. Really great lunch I had. I hope everybody that joined me for lunch really enjoyed it as well. But I cannot stop thinking about Tres Leche cake from the food truck outside. I know what you're thinking. Tres Leche in this economy, 3 milks. It was absolutely a banger. I might get on a flight again just to get a slice of that cake again. It was absolutely outrageous as the birthday
I can
comes on down here.
I mean, like, I know a good Cuban place down by me that has, good tres leche. So,
But, big shout out to everybody who made that event possible. Chris Savoy, House Rule Gaming. What's up?
We did forget about 2 matches, though.
I said we probably forgot about other matches. A lot of stuff going on.
The Underworld Championship.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Big one.
Yeah, big one. Paul Morrell.
What a year the TVA commissioner is going up against Paul Morrell. Almost thought this match got sabotaged. I had stolen
Speaking of which,
Oh, hey, man.
Oh, hey, man, indeed.
It's me. Yeah, I was checking the chat. I heard it was like the real main event, the U.S. title. I was like, oh, the thing I missed. Steve lost to the consequences of his own actions.
Listen, there's very strong argument that Chris Pate may be the spy put forth by Robert the Brain Dunn. I mean, he just so happened to open up a grand pack. He dangled that card in front of my face, gave me a little look, made it seem like it was a good idea, and then wham, got hit with the umbrella hole. So I don't know. Maybe this was payment for the housing and lodging provided by Robert the Brain Dunn, but I know that my team, my staff is going to look and leave no stone unturned. I did forget about this matchup between the chiropractor and the captain of the Real Beaters. This was Mimic. Was this Mimic versus Pretzel Wizard again or no?
No, it was Mimic versus Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi, and I almost sabotaged this match because we had a very high stakes gambling where everyone had to put in a $1 for the Elimination Chamber, and
which Paul won.
Yeah, the New York
so
Phenom.
That's why he's holding all those dollars.
Yeah, the New York Phenom did not return the cards, and as we were in the match, Oh, I almost passed out thinking that you didn't have a 4, 5, and 6 in your deck. Thanks to my ref, but it was a different deck. But yeah, tell us about your
Yeah.
match, your experience here. You know, the car ride up. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, we so Trey and I left Athens, Alabama. We drove 3.5 hours to go pick up Ryan Pierce at the Atlanta airport, then drove and to the chiropractor's office to get his key, and then we would just like passed out. Waited for him to get home. Poor chiropractor. He was supposed to have Friday off. Then finds out at the last second with his new job. Oh, by the way, you got to work 9 to 7:30 at night.
Ugh.
So that means we have to leave Atlanta area around 2 o'clock in the morning, get to Florida around 9:30, and then immediately play in a CAC. That was insane. And the fact that we were half of Top Cut, and then the eventual winner, the runner up, and then the the entire tag finalist field was crazy. Yeah, Paul and I, we were thinking circles around each other in our Underworld title match, and I just had to get crazy aggressive to win. You never see me run full Nelson, and I was running full Nelson, Super Dragon leg twist, just absolutely madman on subs against him to force grapples into play, and every time he ran finishes with no bonuses. He just ran. He ran Popa Press Slam was the only one that had bonuses to it, and it was +1 to his 8, +1 to my 5, and so he had super kick over the top and plot twist. That was it. And so that's
he went all in.
yeah. So I got to copy Popa Press Slam twice with my finished sub, and finally killed my finished strike, which was an interesting thing where I copied plot twist to copy another card in his discard pile. I just copied like his 24 and got the win that way.
Wow.
The tag I wanted to talk about because it was a Deep South tag event, so it was under Deep South rules. So they had to be part of the same promotion, same tag team, same faction. And I hear that you agreed that TJ Marconi and Lord of Dance were both New York locals, so they would qualify. That's what I was told. So I let it fly, and so the
Erroneous. I did not.
Oh,
I said I do not care, and I was told.
That's
I
not
was
what I
told-
heard.
I was told that you left it up to me, and I was like, "Well, it doesn't matter to me." You know, so then they
I
allowed it
did
to go.
say it's like if Steve says that TJ Marconi is actually like a Long Island local with them, sure.
Is
And-
this why Pate kept trying to tell me that Beans was in the mission? Now it's all making sense. I mean, we didn't get out of round 1, so it didn't matter. Pate wouldn't
Yeah.
let me use Champion Kickstarter, but
Oh, okay. I bet he wanted to play Father Light. I'm sure that's what it was.
he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it makes sense. I didn't realize that this was the rule in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Deep South, they have to be part of the same tag team faction, and I've expanded it to promotion. So like people like Ron Rumble and Matthias could play on the same team. Yeah. So
Very cool.
same promotion, that kind of thing. Like me and Trey, or me and Chuck, me and Zach, anything like that. But the finals of this event was the team called Pretty Quiet. They might change their name to Gaming the System. Was Trey Cantrell as King of New York and Lord of Dance, played by Ryan Pierce. So crowd meter 1 and crowd meter 2, there are no stops. So what do their decks have? No stops. I
Oh
think
my
they
God.
had
Damn.
yeah,
We've seen this tried before unsuccessfully, I believe, by Evie Fresh and Company.
Yeah.
yeah, they had minimum 13, 14 finishers.
Oh God.
Yeah, they had finishers everywhere. At 19, 20, 21, all
Oh
finishers.
wow.
26, Schoolboy, like all over the place. And that's why the only reason that my team of the real beaters, the TVA chiropractor playing Candyman and me playing his vacation commish, in which I did nothing the entire event. Didn't hit a finish, didn't get hit by a finish. Gimmick did nothing. Trey said 30
T50.
finishes combined. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Even though he didn't do anything, they need a vacation. They need a T50 the player, because I was the only one that was just yelling at Paul, throw anything, everything is good, doesn't matter, cat scratch, throw it. And then he immediately, like, crowd meter 2, he rolled 10 to a 12 and we were able to win. I remember hearing Steve go, yeah, they're just glass cannon. And it's like, that's exactly what it was.
I don't think the everything is unstoppable is as good as people think. I mean, it's obviously a cool strategy, but you're not getting turn advantage and stuff, and if your opponent
No.
is able to capitalize on it,
Not getting draw.
yeah,
The
you could be in big trouble.
Oh yeah, and that's what happened. I think we were the only ones that just got it right away. That we were like, play anything. Like, I think he Candyman gimmicked and like kept a snap punch, and I was like, get rid of that. It's like, this will do nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, would you guys say? Obviously, you guys came home with the CAC in the group, which is always nice. But I would definitely recommend anybody has the opportunity to go to a Sunshine SmackDown. It's an
Oh, it
annual
was so
thing.
fun.
Ton of
Yeah.
fun, good crowd, good food. I mean, the weather helps too, right? I think it was
Oh
just a
yeah,
really good experience.
being 70 degrees and then coming home and in Alabama it's like 40 was nuts.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, great
we had a
time.
great
Really
time.
great to see everybody. The beat off at the end was great. You know, you guys had a
Yes, there were other players playing other card games in the room. We lost them a little bit. Your favorite human being, James Booker, kind of ticked him off as he was yelling, "Give me what I want," over and over again, and it ticked him off. But by the time that we were at the end of the night and we were talking, just yelling about the beat off, like, it got everybody back invested.
nothing like a
And the-
good old fashioned beat off to get everybody in.
and that's why at the end they were like, "Who won?" I was like, "The captain of the beaters." They're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
You're gonna see what your set of skills has gotten you. You know, we'll see that.
Yeah, my my favorite thing. We win the tag tournament, and then I get a Snapchat message from Angela, and I was like, "Hey, congratulations, you're an LFF tag team contender," and I just say, I curse. I start cursing immediately, and Paul's outside on the phone with his wife, and I'm like, "Paul, I have terrible news."
Yeah, we're in the mix.
It's like we're now in the tag team chat, and Bob Dunn is like, "Yeah, welcome to it. It's
Oh,
a
God.
nightmare."
Yep.
Well, but overall, great event. I mean,
Yeah.
shocking to say. Crowd meter 0 later when we did that claim the throne. Bump
Oh,
in,
yeah.
definitely the way to go. I mean, even with 12 or so people, I don't remember the exact number we have. That might be exaggeration, but even with a
I
larger
think it
number
was like
of people,
8 or 9.
the
From
bump in
look of
really
on-
makes it good. Makes it good.
on the camera.
People were just joining at random. Trey out of nowhere decided to play when the entire time leading up to it, he was like, "I don't want to play a damn claim the throne match," and then he just sits down because it was a fun environment. He just wanted to be part of it. And I was
Yeah,
like, "All
same
right,
thing.
man,
I'm like, I'm not
you
gonna
go
sit
have
there
it."
and watch this. Get me in this match. So it was a good time. We should keep the captain of the real beaters around
Yeah,
as
that's
we
fine.
dive into
Spoilers?
some spoilers. Yeah.
Sure, why not? Let's get this. Yeah, he does a lot of work.
Get-
So let's get him on. Let's have a little fun here. All right. let
Trey said
me-
he wanted to slap Chuck. Me too.
Wait, you want to slap Chuck? Who doesn't?
Same.
Who doesn't?
That's the Jonathan. He was playing Jonathan North Korea. So the
Oh.
plus 20 to strike.
All right. Super Lucha spoilers. Let me go back to the
Oh,
main
goody.
screen real quick. Yep. No Uberstar here, thankfully. So that's a good.
Don't say his name. He could appear out of anywhere.
It's not Joe Hendry. We're good.
No, it's worse. Joe Hendry pays rent.
That's true.
Who's up first?
Who is up first? Let me pull up the screen right now. It is.
Say his name
And of
he
course,
appears.
you somehow still
I
have that
believe
on,
in Joe
even though you
Hendry.
said countless times
I
that you turned it
believe in-
off.
Bombada. Drop.
All right. Let me bring this. Let me get the correct one. The correct scene. There we go. All right. We're starting off with Mr. Soleil.
Sole.
When you roll strike for your turn roll, you may discard one card from your hand. Add one card with a lower card number from your discard pile to your hand.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So he's got what's like a Hard 8 kid stat line with the 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Tech 10.
I
So
discard
roll
a
your 9.
finish. I grab back my stop any.
Right?
Well, I mean, you could discard your sub finish, which isn't protected at all, and pick up your grapple finish.
Oh yeah.
That's some good tech right there.
Discard sub
feel like
finish.
it's a
Grab
really
literally
awesome-
anything.
Yeah.
Minus your sub finish that you just
And it's
discarded.
on your 9, so pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see these finishers
All right.
that
first
we
finish.
will be discarding.
First one is Falcon Falset. Finish strike. Draw one card. Your opponent's second breakout roll is -1. Your opponent's third breakout roll is -2.
I hate these.
Oh, it's like the walk the plank,
Yeah.
the CJ Spara.
I rolled a 10. Oh, you rolled a 9 on your first roll. Congratulations, you lose.
Hey, you're dead.
Good
Not
day,
a gravity
sir.
0.
Yeah, not a gravity 0, but still.
Grapple finish is, for my next trick, Barrier Breacher.
Oh,
One to
mimic
sub,
finish.
One to sub, one to grapple. Copy the text of a card in your opponent's discard pile. All right.
Mimic strike. Hell yes.
Sub finish. Sicilian
Ah.
Sun, the final act. 3 to power, 4 to sub. Shuffle 2 cards from your hand. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Shuffle 2 cards from your discard pile into your deck.
I take it back. I will no longer be discarding this sub finish with 7 bonuses on it.
Right? Not bad. Boss, what do you think about your thoughts on the Senor Soleil?
I mean, he's
What
the
are
one
my
making them.
thoughts
I
on it?
assume he
I mean,
likes
like,
them.
What? I'm trying to like go a little deeper here, Paul. But okay.
No, I'm a big fan. Again, I had creative control of all this stuff, so I think everything is really, really powerful. This is a different design. I don't think we've really done a gimmick that referenced card numbers, so I think this
Nanook?
is-
Nanook.
Oh, that's true. He's odd or even, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I
gotta
guess that
call it,
counts,
though.
right?
Yeah, he's got to call it.
Yeah, that grapple finish is definitely calling my name as a mimic player.
Yeah.
big fan of that. Don't care if I
Yeah.
copy a lariat.
All right.
All right.
Next one up, Mrs. Marigold.
Miracle.
When your opponent hits a strike, you may re-roll your next turn roll. If you do not, draw one card.
Interesting.
That's okay.
This
So
is
it triggers on 1 out of 10 of the cards in the deck.
so this is like a Master Chef, right?
Yes,
Matt-
exactly.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
actually going to
Master
be
Chef
like
is,
the wreck, but we have a character coming out, and I considering that I designed these, I moved it around and gave the wonderful Colby what he wanted.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see
So-
these finish.
Stem
Stem
strike.
strike.
1 to strike, 3 to grapple. Draw one card. Your next turn roll is +1.
9 to 10, 5 to 8, draw 1 +1.
Very
That's not
simple.
bad.
Very nice.
Marigold.
Marigold Madness.
1 to power, 1 to sub, 2 to grapple. If your finish roll is odd, your opponent's next 5 turn rolls are -1.
That's funny.
That's good stuff.
I like
Yeah,
But you got to look at
that's a
the
neat design.
bonuses, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
those
it's
are-
not great.
Yeah, the bonuses make it like odd heavy. I mean, even heavy, right? If you take a peek.
So it's 7 to an 8, 6 to a 7, 5 to a 7.
I wouldn't complain about any of those.
I wouldn't either.
Oh yeah, it's a sharpshooter.
Bloomed out. 1 to power, 1 to sub, 2 to grapple. If your finish roll is even, draw 5 cards.
Goodness.
Wow. That's
Well, Anima Mundi.
Mm-hmm.
These are after adding in crowd meter increases, correct?
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
I would assume so.
Would think so.
All right. Next one up. is we'll see a tornado this tomorrow on Expanding Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for it. Here we go. Both. Someone call hold the line, Harry. Ninja Hummingbird.
Ninja Hummingbird.
When your opponent, once per turn, when your target rolls power, you may force them to re-roll.
Oh, we finally got the one for power.
Power Terror
Finally.
Skull.
Power Skull.
Hummingbird Dive. 1 to agility, 4 to strike. Search your deck for any card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck.
Real good.
That's real good.
Yeah, 5, clean 5.
2 Winged Angel. 3 power, 1 to agility. Flip 2 cards, draw 2 cards, add 2 cards from your discard pile to your hand.
That's funny.
Pretty
Off
good.
the one winged angel.
And
then
the best nest.
nest. 2 power, 2 sub, 1 to grapple. Your next 3 turn rolls are plus Oon.
A lot of these finishers are just assuming you're gonna lose. You're not gonna win on the finish
Yeah.
roll.
Bold considering some of the bonuses.
I know.
All right. Let's get back. Next one up is we did Mr. Marigold. Saint Macho.
Saint Macho.
Saint Macho. When your target's turn roll is 5 or less, this turn roll and your turn roll is +1.
Oh, talk about kicking a man while he's down.
Oh yeah.
So this competitor can never lose
you
the
can
turn
never
roll
lose on 5.
if your opponent rolls a 5.
Right.
Amazing
Why do
Red
I
will
feel
never
like
draw
I'm getting
3.
gimmick infringed on here?
Oh boy. I have no idea. Let's take a look at the finishes. Strike finish. The Holy Combo. 1 to agility. When hit, discard 1 card from your hand and add that card's text to this card until the end of turn.
Oh my god!
So it is a combo. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just gonna get this extra finishers bonuses on top of this. Seems good.
And if you notice too, templates have been cleaned up, some
Yep.
older fonts.
Dawn of the Mighty. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good one you want to copy.
1 to strike, 1
Yeah.
to sub, 2 to grapple. Draw 1 card. If your opponent's turn roll was 5 or less, double these bonuses.
Oh,
Ugh. That's rough.
really feel like I'm getting power crept on.
If he's
Alright,
got a
let's
seat of
get-
power, we need to. All right, no seat of
No
power.
seat of power. Okay.
3 tech, 2 to
Hmm.
sub. Add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand or draw 1 card.
That is also a very good one to
To
discard for
copy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, you could also copy like a full Nelson or something. Actually, I didn't look at so
He can't run full Nelson.
can he run press line?
He sure can.
He
He's
sure
power 10.
can. Power
Yeah.
10.
There you go. So
He can run
press line.
718 as well.
Oh, no.
All right. Let's do one. I got one more. Let's do one more, boss. What do you think for the people? Since
Yeah,
we
let's go.
The one I've been waiting. Did I do this one? I don't think we did this
Well,
one.
we're about to find out.
It's my favorite, and I think it's going to be one of the real beaters' favorites as well too.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the chiropractor is going to enjoy this one. Because, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the Super Lucha is Vic did.
Oh.
We did do this one.
Oh, we did do this. Oh, okay.
I remember the foot stomp.
The foot.
This
dive.
was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
Did you do El Pinguino?
Yes, we did. El
Yes, we
Pinguino
did
Yes,
last
I did
week.
it, Pinguina.
All
He's
right.
real good.
Is Collector in the chat?
It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes on the screen. Loeb the Collector.
Listen, I was cooking on these. I think they all came out really good. Thematic.
Let's see.
When you roll grapple,
When you go ahead.
No, you got it.
When you roll grapple for your turn roll, when you hit a card, copy the text of a card your opponent has in play until the end of the turn.
Oh god.
Oh
So
my
I roll
god.
my 10. I hit a card. I also get the additional text of your card.
Oh.
I roll my 10. I hit double wrist twist. I will copy fire one across the bow.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're playing open and not just Super Lucha stuff, you got double wrist twist, you got, you know, I'm not sure what the Powerbomb on the apron grapple version is, or chicken wing wonder plexes. You know, you have a lot of
Oh
cool stuff.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah,
let's see.
you can bulldog choke, top rope drop
Oh,
kick,
yeah.
all those.
So the better question is whose mask does he have on himself? Murdermit still seems pretty good.
Murderman 1 to power, 2 to agility, 2 to strike. Straight up bonuses. Still good.
Mhm.
Show me your true face. 2 to power.
Boo!
Look at your opponent's hand. Choose one card and put it into play. Copy the text of that card your opponent has in play.
That one's brutal.
Oh, I love that.
Puts it into play. It gets discarded because of after if they break out, and I get to hit them with it.
Oh my god.
And if you rolled grapple, you could double up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you double up?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you can double up.
What's a sub?
All right, sub is Circle of the
Oh,
Shawn.
no.
Forward
One
attack.
fewer. Okay.
Yeah. Forward attack. If you roll a grapple for your turn roll, your opponent gets 1 fewer breakout rolls this turn.
Why is everyone beating up on the goose?
He deserves it.
He
Yeah, he's
probably
Russian.
does.
The
Okay, yes, he definitely deserves it.
the Michael Kirk is right. This works on your stops too if you rolled grapple and lost.
Oh. Does it?
Yeah, because if you roll grapple for your turn roll and you hit a card,
Oh my god.
Oh
it
god.
doesn't say on your turn.
Wow.
Granted, you have to lose on a 10, but still.
I mean, there's plenty of people that lose on a 10.
Yeah, sure, but oh my god, this against Shadow Phoenix would be so funny.
I rolled my 10. I rolled 9 to an 11. Well, now I get to
Take that, numero uno, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Are the match in the room yet, Chibi?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
They're
Why
not
would
in
they
there.
show up on time
alright.
for their own match?
I have
So
no
a couple just announcements while I still have your attention. If you
Okay.
you didn't see, we do have hoodies in stock. I know people have been asking for them. They currently come with making headlines. If you want a different promo, you can special request it if you've already ordered making headlines or if you want something else. So if you guys, we do have purple and black hoodies in stock. I've been wearing mine, not a sales pitch, super comfortable, super great stuff. We appreciate when you guys pick up apparel. We got lots of good sizes. WWX box sets have landed to my door today.
Oh.
They will take some assembling.
Okay.
So I will be assembling them, but look out for that stuff. That should be available in a few days or so. Let's say next week at some point. Maybe we'll aim for next Friday. I think that should give the team enough time to put this stuff together down here in Grand Machine Studios. As mentioned, it was pre-release competitors. If you do pick them up, you're going to get the same competitors. However, there are some updated cards in that that will spoil right now. Why not? We have the axe kick line, shoulder snap lines. Now currently will stop leads as well. So I think it's a really big upgrade. If you guys want to grab those box sets, you can. But they, let me see, pull one here if there's anything else. You got KO Princess, Dylon. So snap suplex. Your opponent buries one card in their hand. Your next turn was +1, no longer an or.
Ooh.
Also, I'll read you the deck list.
Go ahead.
Punch,
Shoot.
lock up, headlock, hip toss, kick, armbar, updated stomp, snap suplex, and head crush. So no more or. The no DQ, gut shot, snap cutter, jaw jammer, rolling power slam, kick in the corner, single leg crab, flying elbow drop, capture suplex, chokehold, trash bash smash, pile driver, crash and burn, flying knee strike, diving takedown, crossbow, and the axe kick, grab hold of the ropes, and shoulder snap, which each shuffle one card from your discard pile into your deck.
That's really
And
good.
they each stop a lead or finish now.
Oh,
So significant upgrade on that front, I believe.
And a big upgrade on that 7 through 9 too.
Yeah, 7 through 9 is good. You know, if you get a little perk of the berry and the plus one. Other news, I am awaiting the new prize kits. Right now, we are doing the random promos. I've been trying to give gram packs replacement plus foils for events. But as soon as the new prize kits come in, we'll have that structure we talked about, which will give you, I believe it's going to be 3 promos to choose from plus a random one. So your sign up promos will be new cards in a lot of cases, which is gonna be really great. And then some like limited edition full art prizing as well. You know, we got one of the big old Vile driver, courtesy of the TVA commissioner, dropping one on the Flame Fighter, I think it is, right?
Yes.
I
Where
think it's
my
like that.
crotch is on fire.
And
Yes.
that's it. So you'll get the new prize support announcements as soon as we have that in hand. Don't have it yet. In transit to me is also your Super Show the board game stuff. So I'm excited to get that by
Yeah, baby.
hopefully the end of the month. I also have some corrections on the Grand Pack things that were misprinted. So you'll have the Embrace the Cringe line. You'll see some more of those in the Grand Packs again. You're going to see Dog Off the Chain. You're going to see This Is My Kendo Stick. So you'll start seeing some cards that you haven't seen in there. In the
Pat Mulligan, the creative director, says CCC final on my birthday, the 19th.
That is correct.
I thought I was going to take a
Ooh,
day
We got
off.
the finals.
Oh well.
You could take the night off.
No,
Do you
no,
want,
no. I want to be
Do you
here.
want to push it back to the next week?
No, it's
I have
fine.
no
No,
issue with that.
no. Because I want to be here to celebrate when one of my friends wins the CCC.
Very nice. Very good indeed. What else? I got some other things pending. So we also, you might have seen some advertisements for a Kickstarter for book number 7. So that's very exciting. We're gonna have a very low goal, as we usually do. As we smash the goals, you'll start getting some cool unlockable promos and things like that. I don't know the official launch date. I was working on the page today. We had a lot of travel dates, as you could see. This is something that we're going to do very low key, like we've done in the past. Things to keep, guys like Kieran Squires working kind of around the clock for us. As we get that quest for the 12 issues, and then when we have the 12 issues, what we're going to do is try to consolidate that. It's like a graphic novel, and also do something that's been several years in the making, reaching out to the community for voiceovering and stuff, and then do the animated series that we have. Paul and Heather have set up those digital chibis that you see on screen.
Hi.
I know that she's made a whole bunch of them. The whole plan has to be, once we have a full set of these stories, to start grabbing people, whoever's interested in it, to be a voiceover actor for it, and have those digital chibis on screen. And we're going to do some animation and stuff, but we got to get there. We got to do the stories first. So just kind of, please look out for that. If you could support, we greatly appreciate it. You will have the tiers that allow you to just get cards if that's your thing. But, like we did in the past, we're going to try to make some solid promos, some spectacles and things that we can do, and, try to keep that funded. As you may see, with things like the Grand Packs, those are entirely possible because of things like the comic books, among a lot of other things. But if you look, there's a lot of artwork that Kieran has drawn for our stories that we're able to convert into cards, and we wouldn't be able to do releases of that magnitude if it weren't for things like that. So keep an eye out for that. Also, keep an eye out for the app has been making leaps and bounds. I've seen full games played. That's amazing to see. We've also gave Nuno kind of full range here to be pushing out more finish art and really cool app art. I've seen a lot of it on my end. You're going to start seeing it on some Super Show promos again, but that really looks really awesome. I don't know what their release date is. It's been bouncing around. Just look for them for those updates. It might be close to the Long Island Tabletop Convention. Long Island Tabletop Convention is something we've been a part of for a very long time. There will be some cool promos again, and there will be probably a CAC, as well as a grand battle for a trophy again. Folks, this is a very low-key convention that friends of ours have been putting on, and they've been doing a banger of a job. if you want a layup opportunity for a CAC where there might be 20 people in the house, come on
I'll be there.
down. I know it's a big ass.
Congratulations to John Polverino.
Yeah, give it up for him.
Yay.
Another 12-foot trophy.
Yeah, Mr. Chad Gropak was playing El Super Hombre
he was.
rookie version with he was playing our deck list that we had put together, which was literally the starter deck plus Press Slam,
Yep.
Colossal Smash, and Giant Mode. And he was like 5-1 or 4-1, and he lost electing to do a tag team match, which I think he was going to coast on through. He was on fire that day.
He beat
But
me.
the Cheetah got it done. Yeah, no, he was wrecking
It
people.
was
with
wrecking.
that.
It was
solid.
It was
yeah.
a really good deck. Even though it was
Yeah,
straight
and
up
literally
starter.
just starter deck with 3 promo cards, so that would have been pretty epic.
He literally
but
pulled the damn
nonetheless,
news.
It's a small little show in the cradle of aviation, which you've never been to. Is very cool.
Yeah.
They have planes, spaceships, lots of exhibits that you can walk around and see besides the vendors. It's in Long Island. We usually get together for a banger of a buffet. And I'll tell you, if we do the buffet night, this is not no $16, $18 buffet, which I'm a big fan of. I'm not hating on the affordable buffets, folks. This is a little bit more expensive, but they have everything. It's awesome. It's a good time. Go and check that out. I don't know what else. If there's more I have to cover. I know I promised a deck of the week. I would love Wendigo. I don't have it.
We don't have one. Yeah.
We should just talk about Commodore Terraskull. Because
I've got it.
Oh no.
Slytherins. You have the Wendigo with you?
I've got the Wendigo deck. Yeah.
Yeah, bring it out, man. Bring it out. I love it.
Okay.
I was about to say it was just copied, or it was just went over on another show.
Very cool.
Let's see.
You can promote the show. Go ahead.
I was
Listen,
about to say,
I had the I just want the LFF world to apologize by rating my Slytherin Squeeze a 1, baby, because they put in work this weekend at the CAC.
It unfortunately did. Here, Schmidt, I'll send you the deck list. This was taken by one Trey Cantrell. The only 2 changes in this deck list were the 10 was changed to Brawling and Punching, and the 15 was changed to End is Near.
Oh. Okay.
And but yet once again another Impact is Family CAC win. Wow, crazy! I can't believe it.
Who would have thought that?
And it was active in every match in Top Cut.
I gotta say, Drew, you're a bona fide Hall of Famer at some point.
Yeah.
And everybody talks about the Hall of Fame. You know, for me, it's really a celebration to inactivity of people that need to be recognized here. But if it weren't, this dude played Jump the Bell in an open tournament. Again, forever in love.
Because I hate Impact is Family when I'm playing D2. And blanking your shuffle in ship was crazy. That was like your main recursion. That was great.
I actually, in my deck list, I think I had Face Stretch and Forearm Shot because of Ring of Fire, right? I got to look at my exact deck list.
Yeah.
I had almost no recursion because I just relied on my ship, right?
Yeah.
That was like my whole thing. That's like my gimmick. Basically, if I have a recursion gimmick, I'm not going to go all in on that.
But we covered this a lot on Stack Card on Big Picture Premium before the show started. Don't want to cross the streams, but we go into talking about it. Trey built the deck essentially, except for the 2 cards that were swapped, and it's real good. Wendigo, real good.
So I had I'm taking a quick peek at it. I had stops that recurred, 7 seals, Tiger Suplex, Forearm Shot, and Face Stretch. I had no direct to hand recursion at all.
Bad in Ring of Fire. You need that to get your finishes back.
All right, let's see what we got here. So no tricks in 86. Oh wow, this is interesting. There are tricks in 86. So cage stops across the top 1, 2, 3, 4. Rejected for the Ring of Fire love, and I loved me a big body block, man. I didn't run it.
It won Ryan the CAC in the finals because I tried the APOC and he had big body block.
I don't have enough copies of Big Body Block. I hate APOC. I did run Derailed. In this
we know
because
Pate ran it against you and you were like, I almost swapped it in.
I almost swapped it and I didn't do it. Muay Thai knee. This is a good call because you're able to play Impact His Family and then if people are spamming some finishers, you got that in there. So I think it's a good meta call. Reverse scoop slam and chugga chugga. Personally, I think I would have went with a regular scoop slam because of Ring of Fire, but again, this is working clearly. Knee lift, Japanese arm drag, and is that bridging sleeper?
Bridging sleeper. So the knee lift was changed to brawling and punching. That
Okay,
can't
I
be
was
stopped
gonna
by
X
follow
that.
ups.
Yeah.
And bridging sleeper, that line, as Trey's massive fan of it, but it's good in stips where in Steel Chain it could be a draw one, bury one. In Ring of Fire, it won't kill you because it's a draw one, bury one. But in Steel Cage, it might be a draw 6.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of that stuff. It comes up huge. And as you mentioned, it could be what keeps you alive in a Ring of Fire, right?
Yeah.
I got no cards left. I bridging sleeper by myself a turn. It's pretty techy. Alien Invasion, wave breaking kendo stick, witchy whirlybird hijinks. I think every deck needs at least one friendly flip in their deck. I mean, games on the line. It's just like it's your Hail Mary pass that can save it. A card I've seen a lot of, and I personally don't ever find room for it. Maybe I should. Sledgehammer the Quad.
Killer.
with-
Talked
with-
about
yeah.
it on Stacked Card. With the amount of APOC that's in today's meta, that line is killer.
Yeah, giant
again-
mode, things like that, right?
But Bob Dunn was 4-1 on the day with Velvet Assassin, and he hated the fact that I got Sledgehammer the Quad in play because he couldn't discard it.
Yeah, that's real nice. American Dragon Drop, I think probably the best 17 ever printed, in my opinion. We could debate that another day. Leveling back up. I've seen this a lot get played a ton. And now, just as a spectator, I don't know if it's just because everybody loves the chiropractor. This is you shuffle one back for each stop they have in play.
Yes. It's because he can because Wendigo's deck is so fast because every Steel Cage stop ran by you or your opponent is a draw 2. He can get deck out very fast. So if he wants to shuffle some cards back in, he's like, "Oh, I'll shuffle 3 back in with his 18, easy."
Yeah, and it's like it's pretty solid one, right? And as you mentioned too, Ring of Fire, you might just be in a point where it's a shuffle 4, right? Which is always good. Dragon Gate Crash sealed away. American Dragon Leglock makes a ton of sense. I love this spread. I remember seeing this. The opening act, you're gonna draw 3, get to that deck outfit phase, and have 2 10s. I like the 2 10s because how many times do you see somebody go down to a natural 10? Not Drew Madsen against me, but pretty often having 2 of them.
I did in the finals.
Yeah. You did.
If I had said it, if I well, not natural, but it was still a 10. The crowd meter essentially 1 10 or 0 10 because he rolled with all the finishes in play. He rolled a 5 to a 10. But
these cards that hit the +1 or breakout rolls, I think they're super undervalued. I've used them in a lot of decks. There's something about the way it feels at crowd meter 0 to get it in play and know you have 2 10s for breakout, and then also crowd meter 1 if you have the 10 to an 11. I feel like it's also a pretty good feeling having that safety net. Power Bomb, just good, man. I like playing the skill card at Power Bomb because if your opponent's running APOC, it's like they have to clear the board or you're back in the game. Knee stomps. This is again, I guess, a meta call, right? You got people clearing the board. You want to be able to spam some stuff.
Figured everybody had APOC, so if they APOC, cool, I'll get it back a submission or a finish.
Yep, and then we got the triple cage stops, and then the stock finishers. I mean, just solid all around. I think that you have like a really well designed deck here, and then you splash in the Muay Thai knees, the Sledgehammer, the Quad, and the knee stomps to kind of help out against other things, you know. So yeah, this is awesome deck.
Yep.
It was really funny because I called P and I go, P, I think Wendigo, because at the previous CAC I did run Revolver Sammy, and I was like, he just navigates these steps so well. It's like if I had time, I think I'd try out Wendigo, but I was really happy with the decision I made. All right, we got a title match coming up.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. Okay, folks, we will be right back with the hardcore title match.
In a main event, no DQ.
Mr. Drew, see you
stop
tomorrow if
telling
you're coming
all
on.
that,
Oh yeah, let me know if you want to do a real beater tomorrow. Sure.
Let's do it.